Well, it's 6 o'clock. Somewhere. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
So when you say sickness, like Lois, etc., and
Yeah.
Danielle was here.
Yeah, she's here. Who else is out?
Natalie's
John?
very sick too.
Huh?
Natalie's very
that's
sick too.
Natalie?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Between the flu, COVID, and norovirus, I think
Yep.
it's got people down now.
Before you get started, this is my amended 284 for 2025. It needs to be signed there and on the next page. When you guys are ready, if you want to review, and this is this year's for the monies that will be spent by me. It's our contract with the town. We do it every year. If you want to pass it around and review it. There's not much to it, but it's in the budget, so.
So this is just what they budgeted in the highway budget for repairs, right?
Correct.
For the road repairs, yeah.
Right, just road repairs.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So go ahead and sign it as one of the council person,
Yeah, there's 2 pages.
and I'll sign mine.
I need 2 copies, there's 2 pages.
2 pages? Okay.
Hi.
But this was all already put in the budget too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Come on in, the weather's fine.
Hey, Doug.
How are you, Doug?
Thank you.
Good. That's another one.
So this becomes a different,
This is an amendment, he said, today.
It's an amended one to include, okay, the CHIPS money that we use.
How are you, Doug?
Can't complain.
Had a rough day, huh? Another typical day, I should say, right?
A lot of Mondays.
Yeah, I hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, that goes back to Joe.
This goes back to
No, they
Joe.
go to the clerk.
Huh?
They go to the
Okay.
clerk.
So we don't, like, you have a form, she doesn't, like, there's one that's not present, so I don't know if we want to get, like, Maxine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think it should be
So-
a form, but I
Yeah.
can find out.
First of all, I'd like to welcome Susan
thank
to
you.
the town board.
Thank you.
Glad to have you and looking forward to working with you.
Me too.
Welcome
Thank you.
to Deidre, to the town board. We're looking forward to working together.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to get to work.
Appreciate that. Yeah. And I have a letter I'd like to read. Dear friends, I'm sorry I cannot be with you today for the first meeting of our new town board, but I do want to share these words of congratulations. This new board with newly elected and appointed members reflects well the growing diversity of our community and its desire for truly bipartisan governance that always puts the first needs and priorities of our constituents. I am confident that under Gary's thoughtful and caring leadership, the town board will continue to deliver for the town of Washington, and I look forward to partnering with you in assuring the ongoing support we deserve from our county government. Congratulations and best wishes, Eric Alexander.
Okay.
It was nice.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. Okay. So in front of you, you have the meeting dates. Second Thursday of every month, 6 o'clock. the appointment, the employee appointments, and I'm not gonna read each one, they're right, there's no changes there. On the recommendation of the Town of Washington Town Board, reappoint Nicole Drury to the Planning Board. Does that need to be done, Doug?
The
Yes.
term ended December 31st.
Okay. So, and she's, okay, wants to stay on. So,
I make that motion.
you'll make a motion?
Yes, for sure.
Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the liaison appointments are as follows. I'll be in charge of the town clerk's office. Joe will be overseeing zoning, the ZBA, the highway department, Killarn Road, and project manager for the Oak Summit Road bridge replacement. Deidre, the assessor's office, board of ethics, recreation. Okay?
Perfect.
Susan, planning board and building inspector. Okay? Maxine, justice court, CAC, climate smart communities. The following are interim successors in my absence, and there has to be 3. Be Joe, Deidre, and Susan. Per the Code of Ethics, any elected official, employee, or volunteer with an interest in any business or organization that might come before the town must declare that interest and provide a written notice of such to the town supervisor. Name the Bank of Millbrook in New York class as the official depository. AKRF is a consulting firm to the Planning and Zoning Board. The law firm of Vanderwater and Vanderwater as attorneys for the town. RBT is our accounting firm. Authorize me to invest town funds and time or authorize investments as approved by the town board. Establish the official rate of mileage, 72.5 cents per mile for reimbursement while on official business. Appoint the Poughkeepsie Journal as the official newspaper. Shouldn't we add the Millerton News to that? Do we use them for that?
I
No?
don't, I just use the journal, but if you'd like me to do both, I could do that.
It probably would be good if we, yeah, just add
Both
that.
publications.
Yeah, yeah. Approve the
So, I think the reason why we didn't do that for the Millerton News, Gary, is because that's a monthly, and Poughkeepsie Journal is daily.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
I
You see
didn't.
what I mean?
All
I
right.
believe
wait,
the legal
yeah.
notices have to be a
Yeah.
daily newspaper.
Okay.
Yeah, daily newspaper.
All right, so it has to be
So
just,
that's why.
Okay.
oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Approve the procurement of a blanket undertaking from a duly authorized corporate security covering the officers, clerks, and employees of the town. Approve compensation of all employees within the limits of the appropriated funds as established in the 2026 budget. All non-salaried full-time employees are to receive time and a half for hours worked over 40, when approved in advance by the direct supervisor. Establish the rates of compensation for all officials and employees as indicated in the 2026 budget. And then there's a list of the salaries and income for all the employees as well, and broken down according to department. Then we just said that the regular meeting will be the first of the town planning board, the first Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. And listed are the dates. And below that would be the same for the ZBA on the third Tuesday at 6:30. And those dates are listed. Let's see. All required materials, application, and fees must be received by the noon deadline 3 weeks prior to the meeting for supporting documentation for an ongoing application. The materials must be provided 3 weeks prior to the meeting date, or review of the application will be delayed to the following month. Conservation Advisory Committee has 5 vacancies. Climate Smart Committee has 10 vacancies. So put your thinking caps on, folks.
Is there anybody on the Climate Smart Committee? I mean, if they've got 10 vacancies?
There are.
There are, yes?
Wasn't there a village one? Right?
Yeah, there's a
So
village
we
one,
share
but
that?
there's still two, I was just called in on the meeting for Climate Smart, so
Right.
I'm still in the original resolution on it.
Yep.
Along
There's
with
3
Colleen Holman, so 2 people, but there
official
hasn't been a
members.
meeting.
What, this is a combined village town?
No, it's not combined.
Standalone.
Right,
It-
so-
I mean, a lot of people wanted to combine it, but it was never combined.
but there's 10 vacancies and there's,
I'm not
Well,
sure.
Well, that's the maximum that
Okay,
that
got
you
it.
can have.
oh, that you could have.
Yeah,
Got it,
that
got
you
it.
could
Can
have.
Okay.
Can have 12, there's 2 people on it,
Right.
2 or 3.
So,
13.
So
How
I don't
many?
really know.
You're, I think, able to have 13 members. We have 3.
we
which
do have
leaves
3.
Up to 10 vacancies
Oh,
left, yeah.
okay,
Okay.
all right.
Who are the, are you allowed to say who the 3 are?
Oh, yeah, it's
There,
Oh,
Colleen?
Colleen,
Well, there's myself, Colleen, but it's been inactive, the town's CSC has been inactive for over a year, but there's me and Colleen Holland were just requested to come to a meeting with Cornell, so we're still listed on it, and I've been talking to Margaret about how to reinvigorate it.
okay, so that takes care of the reorg part. We did the housing, the dog housing control agreement.
That doesn't have to.
I don't believe so.
The planning board pre-application fee, we currently charge $500, and the request is to reduce it to $100. Am I right, Doug?
Correct.
And is there any opinion, any discussion about that, or why we shouldn't?
Is
Is that in keeping with other towns? Is that,
That's in keeping with trying to lower the cost for residents. The idea is pre-application is not much of a, there's not much work that goes into it, so there's, because they have no plan. It's more or less a workshop. So
Okay.
the idea is to lower the cost to, from 500 to 100. And if there's any work that needs to go into it, we would ask for an escrow at that point. That way,
See, what happens is, excuse me, Doug, like, if you have a pre-application and then you charge $500 and then it turns around and becomes an application, you then charge an additional fee for that.
got it?
So, which, like, it makes sense to reduce it.
Yeah,
the escrow can carry over.
Exactly.
So if we ask for escrow.
If
and
it
then they
becomes an
file an
application.
actual application, then that could carry over into the
So there's no paperwork at the pre-app stage, correct?
very low. They have to submit that pre-app application,
Got
but
it.
there is no plan.
Right.
We typically, we would not let the consultants do any work on that because there is no plan, so there's
Right,
nothing
right,
for
right.
them to comment on. It's more of a question and answer, kind of a first
Right.
meeting, get together.
And so with the, once there's an application, the fee is how much? With an actual application?
The
I don't
actual
have-
application,
Or is it just escrow?
I believe it's a
that takes
percentage of the
care
project.
no,
No.
I think it's 500
It-
for the application fee, and then the
Okay.
escrow dollars depends on the project.
Right.
It's
We
an,
set the
it-
escrow at the
Right,
first
right,
meeting.
right,
Okay.
it's an additional
All right.
500. And then,
So-
like Doug said, like if the project is estimated to be a certain percentage of escrow that you.
Right. So this just goes for the pre-app, the reduction? Yeah.
Just for the pre-app.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody okay with that?
I'm
I
okay
am.
with that,
Yes.
for
Make
sure.
a motion? Susan, you make the motion.
And make the motion
All
that
right.
for pre-application fees in the planning board, the fee is changed from 500 to 100.
Great.
Is there a
Second to
second?
that?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Deidre. All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
Thank you.
You got it, Doug. Good.
Thanks for bringing it to our attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the reval, will probably be ready at our February meeting to approve that. Kyle Barnett is talking with Debbie Witten, who's the head of, you know her? Or
No, I
her?
just was
Okay.
looking over the contract, yeah.
She is the principal of Equitable Assessments. They're talking, Kyle made a couple of recommendations to the contract. They're looking it over. She's having her attorney look it over. So we should have everything by our next meeting, February, to go ahead with it.
I'm just, if I could, just,
Yeah, absolutely.
so it's for 180,000, and this contrasts, I'm sure that you guys talked to other people too, and, do you know what the fees were for the other proposals, or?
I don't have the, do you remember what
I
they were?
don't remember, this was definitely the lowest
Right.
out of, I believe it was three people that were discussed. So, and I can't swear to what the other two were.
They were
But
a
we
lot,
can get
they were much higher.
them way higher.
Do you
She
know
is-
how they can achieve that low rate?
Well, she's done this before for Stanford, the town of Stanford, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Northeast. So those were two very good references that we used.
Oh, you got references?
They're very,
Okay.
she's very
Yeah.
highly recommended.
Yeah, highly
Okay.
recommended.
Yeah.
Is it true, do I remember that when there's discussions amongst the board, that she's somewhat local, like she knows the
I
area?
think she's
Yes.
from Wappingers.
She,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and she definitely knows the area, and she's worked in the past with Lee McEnroe,
Okay.
Yeah.
who of course is familiar with the town.
And so the revaluation would pertain to which role? I mean, like it would be done and applied to, what, 27, the 27 role?
That's a good question.
'Cause I
I
don't
guess
think
it's
we
gonna
did this.
depend on how quickly they get through it.
Right.
She wants to get it done, I believe, actually Doug can answer this as well. It was under 2 years, right, Doug?
Correct.
Probably the
It
28
was
roll.
under 2 years that she would do the entire. So I would not expect it to be
Right.
until 28
28,
anyways
right.
to implement what she's done,
Yeah.
because it'll take at least 2 years.
Right,
Plus or
right, right.
minus.
Right.
Well, it looks like the townwide revaluation should be completed by July 1st of '27.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh.
18 months.
Okay, 18 months,
Oh,
you know,
so that would be beyond, that would be after the 27 roll would come out?
absolutely.
So it would be the 28 roll it would
28
apply to,
plus
yeah.
or minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that stands. Now Lois couldn't be here. There's some budget adjustments that she's made. Typically, this is just housekeeping stuff.
She wants to move 20 cents.
Yeah, right. So we just need an approval authorization to go ahead and approve that.
I'll make that motion.
A second to that?
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Joe, you want to give us your report?
Sure.
Joe is our highway superintendent, so I don't know if you know
I've
Joe.
met him.
We haven't met.
Not officially though, yeah.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
So thank you, my 284 contract for 2026. And I'm glad I have the other one there also, the amended one for 2025. The reason it took a while to amend it is because we had a project that was actually closed out by the CHIPS reimbursement in December, which is late, but that's when it was done. The project was in October, I think we did the project. So the last reimbursement, the time for CHIPS money is in December. For those who are new, don't understand the CHIPS, it is a coordinated highway improvement program. It's state monies that we are given to repair our roads, our blacktop roads, I might add. We cannot use it on our dirt roads because it's not a 10-year fix. We can use it for particulars like drainage, possibly on our dirt roads, but I don't go there because we need it on our blacktop roads. We also can use it for guide rails, which I did this year. And chip seal, shimming, and blacktop. And you can purchase equipment with it also, which I think I've done once over the past 10 years. So what you had in front of you was the 2026 284 contract, which is a contract between the town and the highway superintendent to spend the monies in the budget that have been approved. That's what we are doing. Once you sign that, we can start using the money.
Okay.
December was extremely busy. 7 storms, 7 plus 1 little pain in the butt. We purchased 1,100 tons of salt during the course of that, which is about $85,000.
Yep. What is it now, Joe? Is it-
78 a ton. It was 58 last year, but
Yeah.
the stuff was crap, excuse my expressions.
Yep.
It wasn't very good stuff. Anyway, that's what we have. We've had 3 storms since. So,
I have a question, Joe. When they put the salt, I'm mainly talking about the village.
Yeah.
Is there a way to adjust how much salt comes out of the spreader?
Moisture.
I mean, it seems like the village streets are just covered with salt,
I think.
and I can't imagine they need that much.
I think it's more, yes, there is, to answer your question, yes, there is a way to adjust the salt spreader. But I think it's more of how one goes about doing it. There are people that, use the salt like they use it. There are other towns and villages that don't. The village is very busy. I'm not going to defend what they do because I see what you're talking about, but, they're the ones in charge of it. They do it, and they lay it down heavy, and, you have a lot of traffic here.
Yeah.
Some of our roads are not as well used, but certainly I've had issues with a lot of salt on the road. What I try to tell people is that when we go out, we just don't go out and throw salt down. We have a device that measures the temperature of the road. We take the air temperature. We have to assume during the course the other night, during the course of that rain, okay, that rain came in, hit the road, sheet of ice. Okay, that rain continued until about 9 a.m., I believe. We were laying down salt at 4:30, okay?
Wow.
By the time the storm was done, by the time the ice was gone, the salt was gone. So I know when you see it, it looks formidable. I mean, you drive over it, you can hear it. That would be up to their highway department to make that
Got it.
call.
But surely they're doing that same thing with the measuring of the temperature and the roads.
Not necessarily, but, the roads in the village are used a lot more, especially, they don't do Main Street, but Main Street is used a lot more. You'll see the state laying down a lot of salt sometimes, a lot of salt.
There's no just accepted policy.
Not that I know of. We have dirt roads. What I did when I first got here is I tried to minimize the salt going into the sand. We mixed the two.
Yeah.
I believe it was one bucket of salt, which is 2.7 yards, 79 yards. 1 bucket of salt per 2 buckets of sand. It's now 1 for 4. So I use 4 sand, 1 salt. And at times, we will use straight salt and stone. straight sand and stone instead of the salt, depending on what we have in front of us. If it's ice, you're gonna have to use a little salt to get it off quick. But other
And that
times-
applies to dirt roads as well?
Mostly the dirt roads. The dirt roads are just minute by minute experience as far as what you have to do, depending on
Yeah.
how the weather's coming in, how the temperatures are,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, and Killearn is holding up pretty good so
Yeah,
far?
it's not too bad this year.
Good.
No, they all are the same. you know.
Yeah,
Killearn's the most well-traveled. I think Killearn has 51 driveways. I think Tower Hill's next with 24.
Hmm.
Whether anybody lives down those
Interesting.
driveways, I don't know,
yeah,
but there's driveways.
interesting.
Our truck, our 2026 International, the large truck that we ordered, should be here in a few months, and then it will get fit up with its plow and its wing and its body. So we'll be using it next year. Another truck, another large truck, is pretty much done. It was a 2001, I believe. So
The International is a large truck?
yeah, I have International smalls too, but this one is the large six-wheeler. I won't be replacing that with a large truck. As we have discussed over the last few years, what we're trying to do, especially on the dirt roads, the large trucks you see are highway plows. We don't have a lot of highways here. And for years, we were using these large trucks
Right,
on our dirt roads, and 2,000-pound plows were pushing the roads, plowing the roads, which is going to take the surface of the road. What the town allowed me to do, starting a few years ago, was to purchase mid-sized vehicles with smaller plows, and that's what we're using on the dirt surfaces. What has occurred, which what I was hoping, is that the men would have gotten used to these mid-sized vehicles. They're now going to be using them. They like them. I think it's the radio, to be honest.
the what? The radio.
If they like them, well, the old trucks don't have radios. They have echoes, you know. But, so, they're using them now on the blacktop. They're working fine. So we won't be replacing all of our large trucks anymore. You have 7. I'll keep 4. That saves you about $1,500,000 over the course of purchasing those large trucks.
Yeah, big difference,
Yeah, it's a big difference.
big difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
From 360,000 to about 120. They work.
Yeah, good,
They work.
they're holding up okay.
They're holding up good, and they're liking them, so that's a good thing, because getting
Yeah.
in them is the key. Still waiting, you'll like this one, still waiting for DEC permission to use the new gas tank.
The new what?
Gas
Yes.
tank.
Oh,
We've installed a new gas tank, all to specs, it's all to every code, and because of the old one was getting a little tired, and we're still waiting since early November.
Is it paperwork or do they have to come out and inspect?
I think it's just paperwork. If they want to come out and inspect, please, but it's not uncommon, I'm told by the provider that put it in. So I suspect in the next few weeks we'll have permission, but I just want to let you know. So we don't use a lot of gas at Highway at all. It's usually the rec department that uses it. So I know that they have their card and that's how they've been doing it, I'm assuming. So it's not an inconvenience to us at all. But that's it.
is there a way, Joe, to get an idea? You and I just spoke before the meeting about this parking lot here.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get a rough idea what it might cost to do that, and then
Sure.
we could go out to bid?
Sure, it wouldn't be any of the guys that I use, they don't do parking lots. It would be a Stats or a Briggs or,
Got it.
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
out there,
right,
you know.
right.
So it would be those guys. But I can
Okay.
call them if you want.
Well, I would like to have an idea, because I'd like to get that done
Yeah,
this
no,
year.
it's not in good shape,
No,
not in good shape.
no. Okay,
Any questions?
no, no. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Yep.
We're very light on committee reports tonight. But they were sent out, so hopefully everybody had a chance to read them. Are you getting any emails yet?
Yes, I am.
You are.
You got your,
Oh, not from, are you talking about from the
Yes, I
town
sent-
email? No, I've gotten emails from you at my
okay,
personal
so you
email.
haven't gotten on the Washington NY yet?
No,
No.
because I didn't know I had it. What is, what's the,
So we're trying to get it set up through the IT company, and today I received your email addresses, and I emailed you to see if they were
let me double
active,
check.
and there doesn't look like they were active, so it's in my report. I will follow up with them tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate your patience. This has been a slow process.
I've never used it. I've always used my own personal one.
Yeah. All the other previous board members did, so maybe they're not used to.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue with that, right?
Thanks, Joe.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to keep yours?
Yes.
Yes, you
My-
absolutely can.
My personal.
Yes, you
I
can.
don't want to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am too. I'm just leave it.
yeah. I don't know if they don't think it's a priority, but I'll follow up with them
Okay.
again.
Okay, Lois isn't here. Jonathan's not here.
You said a lot of people are ill?
Yeah.
Half the building's down,
Yeah. Danielle, you have the floor.
but not Miss Danielle.
You know Danielle, Susan?
Yes,
Or
we
George
met the
Ray?
other day.
Okay, good.
After having a few events at the park, like the Veterans Breakfast and the senior lunches, we came to my attention that our hot water heater at the park wasn't strong enough to clean all the dishes for 40 to 60 people. So at the end of December, we had installed a larger hot water heater so that for future rentals, we will be all set for enough hot water to take on a dishwasher and whatever we need to
Okay.
sink.
Yeah,
So
good.
that's complete. Last Saturday, January 3rd, was our first out of 10 games for the basketball season, which is held at Dutchess Day. All the refs were doing a great job, the parents were happy, and so were the participants. For the first time in the town of Washington history, I am proud to say that we have opened camp registration for full-day camp
Wow.
on January 1st. This has been a request I've heard since probably 2015 when I was camp director. So I'm really happy to make it possible for the residents of the town and other non-residents also.
Yeah.
So it went live and we've already had almost 20 people sign up for it. We are the only town right now that has opened their camp. So we're lucky enough that Time War hasn't opened yet. That's been somebody that has done full day camp for a while, so we're ahead of the game with them. So we hope that everybody is happy with the hours. They can be there as early as 7:45 in the morning and as late as 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Any questions so far?
Nope.
On the camp, can people opt in for a half-day, or is it only full-day option?
Only full day. But they are 2-week sessions, which it's always been a 6-week session was the only thing that they
Right.
could do. Now it's 3 2-week sessions. Last night, we had our committee to reimagine the town park. We went over all of the survey answers and we talked over quite a bit of the information and the priorities that we're going to offer to the town. I figure we're going to have a report probably by March or April to offer to you. Hopefully, I think the main thing that we think we're going to need is probably a master plan before anything's done to make anything happen at the park, but that will be introduced to you in this report. We're really excited to move forward and offer a park that Millbrook deserves, so that we can make that happen. The Eastern Dutchess County Roadrunners would like to move forward with their permits for the Millbrook Marathon.
Yep.
In order to make that happen, they need a letter signed from us stating that we are aware of the intention for this. They came last year to our board meetings. The board was excited to make that happen for 2026.
Yep.
So another letter ready for you to sign.
Yeah.
If you are good with that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can take that and email it to them.
Weren't there issues with parking last year?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna, this is just to get them ready for
Okay.
the permits, and then we're gonna make a contract
Okay.
to talk about that. And we have different ideas on parking and how we can make that happen. We're talking about maybe spray painting parking spots this year on the grass, so that it will stay below the really wet section.
Okay.
Lastly, in order to open up registration for our toddler program, I am asking for you to look at the resolution that I gave. You all have it, right? The resolution for a fee increase.
I didn't see it.
I don't see it in
I
my
haven't
packet.
seen Nope.
I have not seen it.
No.
Chrissy, do you know what that is?
I have it right here.
Okay, thank you. So there was an increase on our rent from Lyle of 5%. So that's taken into account when choosing the increase for this. So after you look over that, I'm asking for a motion to pass the resolution, please. Then I can open up and start registration for that.
Oh, this is copy. This is,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
thought it was the whole, here, everybody.
I'm sure glad it's not, but yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was, well, the resolution is, this isn't really, yeah, okay.
So there's one thing.
With a 5% increase in rent, what is the additional 5% increase?
With the price of everything that's gone up with our materials and whatnot, salaries have increased. And to kind of get us to the right spot, we
So I was going to ask you about that, like comparatively to other.
we went in really low. There was talk about having another toddler program when we first started here, so we wanted to make it very competitive for the area, and it's really quite low. So I wanted to bring it up to a regular rate that's offered.
And just because I don't know anything about it, so I'm sorry to ask questions. How many toddlers do you have? And is there like a waiting list, or do you book out, or how does that work?
There usually is a waiting list. There is a total of 8 children maxed out per day with 2 teachers. They range in age from 18 months to 3. And they usually have a great turnout. So, and I welcome anybody to come for a day and check us out, because it's really fun to watch.
Thanks.
It's okay to me. Anybody ever have any questions?
I don't,
No?
no.
Anybody want to make a motion to go ahead and adopt this?
I'll make that motion.
A second to that?
Something.
Susan, thank you. All in favor?
Hi.
Thank you.
So Joe. Joseph. Susan. Yes, ma'am.
Well done, thank you.
That's it.
Yes.
Thank you. Chrissy, what do you have?
Okay, so we haven't received our December bank statements, so once they're received, I'll reconcile the audit for the month of December and submit that report. We picked up our taxes from the county. We uploaded them to iTax. It took 4 days. I don't know what's going on this week. Everything's taking forever. Natalie posted a link to our tax portal, to the tax portal on our social media. She also posted a tax collection penalty fee, and the taxes will be sent out in the mail tomorrow. We've finally been approved for the .gov domain. Again, this has been a super slow process. Town Web is now setting it up for us. They think we should be in compliance in 2 to 3 weeks. And just to follow up with the emails, thank you for your patience. As soon as I get your town emails active, I will let you know.
Yep.
Jim Brunel has been validated through the state for Town Justice Constable for 2026. All newly elected and appointed officials have been sworn in. I will contact Nicole Drury
Yes,
and have her sign her oath of office.
yeah.
And then the 2026 training schedule for the ZBA and Planning Board, I usually send that out to everyone so they can sign up for their webinars. I haven't received it yet, so once I receive it, I don't know if you guys have seen anything yet? No?
Like their
the tr-
schedule?
yeah.
Like,
The county usually sends out a schedule of webinars. I usually have it by now, I don't.
okay, all right.
Once I get it, I'll send it out
Yeah,
to everybody.
I sent a link to all the planning board members for the state ones.
Okay,
Um, Those are free, and
yeah,
I did 2 hours the other night, so.
okay. So whenever I come across anything, I'll send it over.
Doesn't the Association of Towns offer training for like newly elected?
They do.
Is that the one in Albany or the one in New York City?
So there is one in New York City, which everyone in the clerk's office is going to. And there is one in Albany. And I think there's also one in Saratoga in the
Okay.
summer.
I mean, if you're interested in any of these, Susan,
I,
they'll
yeah,
completely cover it, you know.
oh, very much. I know that there's one in Albany next week. The problem is with my work schedule.
Yep.
But if you're saying there's one in Saratoga,
I
that's
believe
like
so.
that might be great, because I know the one that's in New York is at the end of February. My
Right.
very busy season is like
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
until March
Yeah.
1 in particular, beginning now. So yeah, one that would happen outside that time would be terrific. I'd
Can you
love
see
to go
if you
there.
can get
Yeah, I
information
could
for her?
look on Association of Towns and see what they have. Maybe if they even have webinars, that might even.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
So I can let you guys know.
You too, so,
Yeah,
I mean, if
that's
you're
okay.
interested,
Yeah.
all right?
Definitely, thank you.
Sure. And that's all.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Joseph,
okay, so, first, the ZBA meeting on December 16th. Chairman Frank Rattle called the meeting to order at 6:30. A motion was made to approve the minutes from the November meeting. The motion passed. There were 3 items on the agenda. Vern and Corman residents at 251 Mile Road, Beister residents at 2444 Salt Point Turnpike, Moran residents at 452 Hibernia Road. At the Vernon Corman residence, they are requesting a setback requirements to build a 24-foot by 26-foot garage with a loft. Motion to open the public hearing was passed, and there were no public comments. Motion to close passed. Motion to declare this a type 2 action under SECRA passed. The motion to grant a rear yard setback variance of 16.5 feet passed with the following conditions. The proposed loft shall not be used for non-residential purposes. The new driveway will be sand and gravel. The payment of all fees from escrow will be paid in full. At the Feisters are submitted an application to the planning board for a special use permit to retain an existing manufactured housing unit as an accessory residential housing unit. The town zoning administrator issued a determination that the applicants are appealing to the ZBA. The public hearing was opened and closed with no public comments made. This was declared type 2 action under SECRA, a motion to declare the structure to be classified as a manufactured housing based on evidence submitted by the applicant was passed. The Morans are applying to build a 10-foot by 11.6 foot front covered porch. A motion to accept this application and schedule a public hearing for the January 20th meeting was approved. Okay, so that's the ZBA. The planning board meeting on January 6th. Chairman Doug Giles opened the meeting at 6:01. This is Chairman Giles' first meeting, and he thanked outgoing Chair Susan Meany for her service. The first item on the agenda was the Town of Washington. The town is seeking a wetlands permit to remove and replace the Oak Summit Bridge over Sprout Creek. Dan Farnan of Colliers Engineering gave a brief summary of what is proposed. The public hearing opened with several comments coming from local residents. As explained by Dan, the bridge construction is proposed to take place over the summer months, lasting about 6 to 8 weeks. Tim Marshall expressed that not having a bridge for that amount of time will be a great inconvenience. One resident asked why this is happening. One resident suggested sequences in staging before town hires a contractor. Resident Mike Perini praised the town highways department for their great work. Mr. Perini sent letter on December 1st to Dan proposing to have a covered bridge to eliminate salt from getting into the stream. Mr. Perini asked if weather and steel could be used instead of galvanized. The public hearing ended at 6:30. The wetlands permit was approved by the planning board. And just as a side note from that, we received the approval from the planning board, but now we also have to have approval from New York State DEC and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for their approval for the wetlands, and I have signed and sent the application for that.
Okay. Yeah.
The next item was a presentation from the CAC. Pam gave presentation about a possible creation of an environmental protection district. She explained that this is still in early stages of study, but was seeking planning board input on this matter. And as a, so that's it with the reports, and on a personal matter, I would like to thank on behalf of myself and my brothers and sisters for the flowers that were sent to my brother's wake. That was very much appreciated by my family.
You're welcome. Yep. Thanks, Joe. Okay, so because this is your first meeting, you don't have anything to report yet, unless you have something you want to mention.
No,
Talk
not
about
really.
you.
So the only thing I was asked to mention is Mayor Peter Duro stopped in to see me yesterday. It appears that, well, it doesn't appear, it's fact that the fire chief had an accident with
Yeah.
his truck. And so he needs to buy a new chief, they need to buy a new chief's truck. Obviously, the village, he said, you guys understand the sharing of the money.
Yeah.
The insurance is going to cover the old truck, basically what's left on it as a payment, the loan amount. That's, so they are going to need to buy a new chief's truck, and he just wanted to make us aware of it so that for budgeting, everyone would know that the truck he's looking to purchase is about $90,000.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's obviously outfitted for emergency response.
course.
And he was in an accident responding to an emergency,
Mhm.
and he's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he stopped up to see me about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, certainly.
All
So
right,
Peter
good.
just asked me to share the information at the meeting.
Good, okay. God, that's pretty much it. God, this is a record.
Don't get used to it, ladies.
Anybody out there have anything they want to talk about? Seal?
Nice meeting.
Yeah? Adelaide,
Okay.
thanks for coming,
Very-
appreciate it.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense, Doug, at all, but it's wonderful to see children on the board and that they're coming, so that's pretty historic.
Yeah,
I had to come to witness that.
Is it? Yeah?
What's that?
Is it?
Oh,
Well,
yeah, I think
the
there's-
first time there's been more than one woman on the board?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're outnumbered, huh?
We're outnumbered.
Right.
Yep. No, it's good, it's all good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it's great. So, if nobody has anything, we're gonna pay the bills.
Very good.
So thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
So, was this,
So we have to go through all of the vouchers.
Right, right, right,
Okay, so then Lois can issue the checks.
right,
Okay.
right.
And we're also supposed to,
Lois is sick, right?
yeah.
Everybody's
she's
sick,
real
it sounds like.
Ridiculous.
Her daughter's sick. Do you turn off the Zoom? and
We
the-
just need a motion to pay bills and a
Yeah.
motion to close the meeting.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody may do that.
I'll make a motion
so
to
we'll have to discuss that then.
pay the bills. Well, we make the motion to close the meeting in order to pay the bills, right?
Right.
Isn't it? Yep, so I'll make that motion.
second.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, good.
As soon as it comes in.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.
Doug,
Take care.
Bye-bye.
There's,
Yeah.
in your old mailbox, there's a card for you.
Do not.
In your old mailbox in the
Thanks,
clerk's
Hannah.
office.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you.
Good night, Doug.
Hannah, thank you very much.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
see
I'm sure I'll be back again.
Sorry it wasn't more exciting for you, but we'll get you out of here early anyway.
And it's nice to meet the new members.
Well, thank you.
Who's the fifth member?
Maxine Verne, V-E-R-N-E.
Also new?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep.
See you.
See you soon,
next
Hannah.
time.
Take care.